Hi, everyone. I'm Autumn Reeser. I hope you all loved the Wedding Veil inspiration last week. Thank you so much for watching. Today, we are going to be talking all about the Wedding Veil journey, and I'm joined by this movie's stars, Alison Sweeney as Tracy and Victor Webster as Nick, and who would Tracy be without her best friends, Lacey Chabert as Avery, and me as Emma.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
It was
all
so
really
fun watching
excited.
your movie, Autumn. It was so good.
It
We're
was
excited for everyone to see the next installment in it as part of the New Year, New Movies. And we have a couple questions Hallmark Channel sent our way to answer.
all right.
Can't wait. Let's do it.
Okay. So the first question is, we got to catch up somewhat with Tracy in the Wedding Veil expectations and the Wedding Veil inspiration. But the last time we got to see Nick was at the two of your weddings. So where can we find you two now in the Wedding Veil journey?
Well, you heard Tracy complain a little bit about how busy Nick is. Sorry, Victor, spoiler alert.
It's trying to bring home the bacon. Come on.
It's like, these are the three girlfriends. Like, she tells her friends what's up, like there's no covering. So Lacey's character and Autumn's character, Emma and Avery, have had some thoughts about how we haven't taken a honeymoon. And we bring that into our movies. So as you know, I think it's a fun little opening beat that we have. But yes, definitely the fans come in knowing and anticipating that Nick and Tracy did not go on their honeymoon.
You always got to bring this up. I know. I'm looking forward to the honeymoon too. I need to get away.
You need to get away. Right. We're busy people.
We're busy people.
You're busy. Yeah. You're learning to navigate. You have demanding careers. Nick's a restaurateur, and Tracy, Tracy works at the auction house.
So now she runs the auction house.
Yes,
she got promoted.
Runs the auction. They're just both, bosses. So what's going to come next for their relationship? What kind of challenges do these type of jobs put on their marriage?
I mean, as you can imagine, we're never home. We have to bring homework home with us. Our mind is always on our jobs. And when we're putting our job first, it almost feels like we are letting our relationship slip by because that's a comfort zone for us. And we're focused on our work. And, you have to focus on a relationship to make it work. And I think we're realizing that in this movie.
And it's interesting, too, because especially with Avery's storyline in the first one, and then also with Emma, they're at a place in their life where they're having children and, moving into that next level in their relationships. And Nick and Tracy have sort of, come to a different plan that they decided not to have kids, and they are happy with that. And they're kind of living their New Yorker life and again, focusing on their careers. And so for them, that's the plan that they chose. And I think one of the things I really love about this movie is that, what is the expression? People make plans and God laughs, so I think that this movie is all about how they really saw their life a certain way, and maybe it's not quite how it's maybe things are going to come at them that make them make new choices.
Yeah. And all of that starts happening pretty immediately once they get to Greece, which is where we get to go in this movie. It's so beautiful. We can't wait for you guys to see it. We highlight the culture and the food and the gorgeous scenery as the two of you are exploring the country on your honeymoon. So what was your favorite part of filming there? This is for everybody.
What was yours, Allie?
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't even know where to begin. My favorite part, I think, about filming, we were on this island in Greece called Rhodes. And I think every day, every new location was just breathtakingly beautiful, and maybe a place I might never have gone on my own. So I was really getting to see something and different. And it was just so spectacular. We would arrive at a destination and we would spend the first 10 minutes just taking pictures of everything and looking around and taking it all in and just gasping I can't believe we actually get to be here. I can't believe I get to work here. It was just every day something new and beautiful, and to share it with all of you was just incredibly special.
And it was winter time there, so it's totally dead for tourist season. Everything is shut down, so we had the entire place to ourselves. And it was so special and so amazing. And I loved everything that Allie said, and the cats.
Yeah. Oh, I'm allergic to cats. So I had to be all standoffish, but Victor doubled up for both of us.
Yeah, all in, and I made sure to sanitize because I didn't want anybody to have any reactions to cat fur. But I had to pet them every time I saw them.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. What was my favorite part? It was the cats, and I'm allergic to cats, but and so I definitely had a moment. So I'm like, oh, so cute. That's terrible.
Yeah, right.
But gosh, they were cute.
Yes, okay, and they look
well
by
taken
the way,
care of.
people...
Well, just so everybody knows, they're well taken care of.
Yes, I was just gonna say that too. Yeah, Lacey, what was your favorite part?
Yeah, the day where we were filming at the Acropolis. I mean, when they drop you off in this gorgeous place, we're by the water, and they have to take you in a golf cart up to the actual location because it's such a rough terrain. We're climbing, and it's going to be special. And I think we all got up there, and just to see that view and to see those ruins, I mean, it was just unreal. It was really a pinch me moment. And like you said, Ali, the fact that we do it all together. I love you guys so much. And we've had these adventures, and this was just felt like another amazing bucket list moment for all of us. Victor has this very incriminating, embarrassing video of all of us that we didn't know he was taking. We were all so excited and captivated. And we're all just there with our cameras filming, taking pictures, taking selfies, doing group shots. And so, we videoed the whole thing, and it's one of the funniest videos I've ever seen. We have to post it.
Pretty funny. It's pretty funny. I'll post it at some point. And just to build on what you said, I don't know if the audience will know this, but nobody's ever been allowed to film in Acropolis before. No Grecian production, no North American production, nobody. Pavarotti asked if he could do a concert and sing there, and they said no, and they allowed us to go up there and shoot. So this will be the first time it's ever been on film with actors, and that's a pretty special bucket list moment.
It really is. It took our breath away.
Yeah. So do you guys have any favorite scenes that we're all in that we're excited for everyone to see?
I always love the wedding scenes. I love whether there are weddings or other people getting married, and the magic of the veil does continue. The legend continues, as you guys have seen in the last couple of movies that have aired. But I love the weddings because it feels like a wedding to me. We're all dressed up. It's festive. We're together. We finally get to interact more together. Our characters are having fun, and I'm just a sucker for a wedding scene.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting, I think, for the audience to see how many weddings can we have?
Can the veil
does not exist?
Well, Ali, this is my question for you, because your character, Tracy, she's the skeptic, and she was reluctant to see if the magic of the veil truly exists. And now that the veil keeps giving weddings to the world,
or these coincidences just keep happening. I mean, it could just be coincidences that just keep happening. I think I think now Tracy's just determined to be the naysayer at this point. I think she just is. It's hard to every time it keeps happening, it's harder and harder for her to be skeptical, but she's trying. She's really giving it the college try.
Yeah, and I love that it drives Avery completely nuts. You won't just go, fine, I believe in the legend.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean,
Can we probably shouldn't share any details about who's getting married. This is the question. I don't want to share details about who's getting married. I feel like that's the fun.
No, right.
I think we can hint at it, but we don't need to say specifically.
Do you want to be the one to hint? Take it away.
Sure. There's a very interesting clandestine veil that the journey that the veil goes on. And to be able to follow along with that, it's kind of a mystery, and it's fun part of this particular movie to help solve that mystery. So that's something to look forward for, I think.
Yeah. Nick and Tracy got their sleuthing hat. Oh, you're wearing a sleuthing hat again for us. But yes, we got into solving the mystery in the movie. It was fun. Yeah.
We've got our little magnifying glasses. We're looking for clues.
I love it. Looking for clues in Greece.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we got to go to so many beautiful places, and our characters are San Francisco, Boston, Italy, Chicago, New York, Greece. So if you guys could choose one place that you want to travel to this year, what would it be and why?
Go ahead, ladies.
Whoa. Yeah. I feel like we've all just been traveling so much that it's sort of hard to I really just want to say, like, last night was my first night at home in my own bed in a very long time. And so I'm just so happy to be back home. But I always do love to travel. So I'm going to let you girls, now I just filled out that time so you can answer, Lacey.
I actually
you've been traveling a lot
back to Greece because Greece was like the number one place on my list that I wanted to go next. So
wow.
I feel like we had like a small taste of it because Autumn and I were only there I was only there for 6 days. And it's like I landed, went to work and worked and then left. So I got to see all these amazing places that we filmed, but I didn't get to really be a tourist and like really, soak in what it's like to be there. So I would love to go to some of the other islands as well. I'd love to go back during the summer.
As you can see, I'm in a hotel room in Turkey right now. So I went on a little trip. And I really, really high on my bucket list is going to Iceland.
Wow.
I want to see those waterfalls. I want to rent a van and like sleep in the back of a van and just drive from waterfall to waterfall to waterfall.
Don't be surprised if you find me in your luggage.
All right. I love it.
That sounds amazing. Yeah, I want to backpack in an area where I can have a lake to jump in because I went backpacking this summer and we had on Catalina Island and that was amazing. But I want to backpack like in the woods with cold lakes. That's my.
Yeah.
If any recommendations, DM me.
Glacier.
Allie and I will be nearby in a hotel.
Yes, yeah, that's right. You can use my shower anytime.
It's been really cool getting to travel all over the world with you girls. And I think, getting all of these interesting experiences has helped us also play best friends on screen. So do you have any good behind the scenes stories that are safe to share?
Safe to share is hilarious.
They didn't put that. I added that part.
I knew that was yours, but that's so funny.
I think I always I love when we find ourselves, there's been so many moments that have left us laughing. Obviously the big adventures we've had together, but have left us laughing when we realize how similar we are to our characters. Or I don't know.
That's mostly you, Lacey. You're like so kind and you're always so like, I don't know, open and generous to people. And Autumn and I always turn and look at you like, oh my God, Avery, stop it.
Avery, stop.
No, that guy was going to try to steal your bag. Like,
no, he wasn't.
Not.
You know what's really special to me? I think that like before this experience, I had never spent so much time with other women from the network who understood what it's like to be a part of the Hallmark family in this way and to have told so many stories as the girl in these stories. And I've enjoyed sharing so many supportive conversations with you guys. And I've learned so much from you and watching you work. And it was always my dream for so many years on the network to be able to have a movie that I could share with you. And the fact that it finally happened and, I feel like this is something a little bit out of the box. And the fact that they let us do it again and make 3 more, all of it, it's just been so special.
And so rewarding to have such great reaction from the fans that they loved. They loved it as much as we did. And Lacey, it's so brilliant of you to think of this. And I'm so grateful to be a part of it. But I just love the fan reaction to it, how much they've enjoyed that, seeing that relationship between all of us too. Yeah, it's been so much fun.
Yeah, it was really
super special.
I was going to jump in and answer the question that this particularly stands out for me, the weird behind the scenes moment. But Lacey eating the pizza has to be one of the funniest things I've ever been a part of in my entire career. And I've been working since I was 4 years old. She was so good, so game. You guys have to know that when you have to eat in a scene, you actually have to do it a lot of times, right? Like it's not just like a one take and then you get to move on.
It was a burden.
And by the way, I don't know, do you actually like pineapple on your pizza in real life?
Not really, but I just like
right.
in general.
Yeah,
but my big mistake was that for hot snack, after lunchtime, they did this thing called hot snack, in between lunch and what would be dinner time. They had pizza on set and it was our last day of shooting. So I ate the pizza at the hot snack and then also ate half of the pizza doing the scene. I was so regretful.
You committed to that so hard and I was dying. And there were takes where Autumn and I literally couldn't even look at each other because you were just diving in. And as someone who had real cravings when I was pregnant, I really related to that. It was so cute. That was like a highlight moment for me.
Thanks, Allie. Thanks.
Victor, what was the background? Oh, you have so many great stories. You really I loved watching you. You were taking pictures. He was either napping or taking pictures like every single day.
I would have been taking pictures while I was napping one time. I'm not sure. That kind of rings a bell.
You're wondering? Yeah.
We had one particular character on set that was in the movie that Allie and I just fell in love with. He was so genuine and sweet and so funny. And our last day of shooting, we had this group scene and he just kept improvising these lines.
Oh my gosh.
And they were hilarious. And it was so hard. So when you see that twinkle in our eye, like we're about to lose it, we were every single take, he would come up with a new one. And
but he started to get like, I couldn't even wait for, I was starting to shake laughing before he started talking because I knew it was going to be something different and I wasn't going to be prepared for it and I wasn't going to do it. And then this other actor, Nick, who played, his real name is Nick, was standing next to me and the two of us were starting to like shake, like getting ready for whatever funny thing he was about to say. It was a disaster. Like finally we just had to like let him talk. We had to do his line on a close-up by himself. Yeah. And like we just all looked at the ground like, oh my God, don't laugh. It was really funny. His
name is Alex, and he was unbelievable. Everybody in this movie was so incredible and brought so much to their character that was just brought it up off the page and brought it to life. And you know that you love working on a project where every single person involved really brought their A game, and this is an example of that.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
I love it. So all of our characters in this trilogy are going through pretty significant journeys. Do you have any advice? If you could give your character one piece of advice, what would it be?
Good question.
That is a good question.
I would say, I'll let you girls go first.
No, but if you have one, go. Yeah.
Okay. I think you have to, just going with my particular character and Nick's journey on this, I think you have to make time to enjoy life along the way. You know, there's a saying like you can't live to work, you have to work to live. So you work enough to be able to enjoy your life, because if you wait, then it's too late and you can't enjoy your life because you probably won't have the health to do it. So enjoy your life along the journey. It's basically stop and smell the roses. It's that whole thing. But I mean, Nick really needs to in this, and I need to more in life as well. Just enjoy life along the way.
Yeah, it's a marathon, not a sprint, right? Like you got to enjoy the process. Yeah, that's great advice. I think my character really needed to learn the lesson of it doesn't always have to be done her way. Which maybe, as you pointed out a while back, Lacey, like we do all have something oddly really in common with our characters. Yeah. And I do have that about, like, Tracy and I do have a lot in common. And I think that's one of them that I had to work on is like, it's just good. It's good to realize like, it's okay if it's done someone else's way. Like that's fine too. And you're going to enjoy it just as much. And maybe someone else brings something even more beautiful to the process, the scene, the journey, the whatever it is. So opening yourself up to that is a real gift.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think Avery needs to let go of trying to make everything perfect all the time. You know, and we saw that in the first movie when she's so desperately trying to tell Peter she's pregnant in the most perfect way because she's so attached to the memory that's going to be there. And then it's, you know, ends up blurting it out in the backyard in the middle of a fight and they both start crying and realize in that moment it was so perfectly imperfect. And that's something I really relate to. I'll never forget my wedding. So many things went wrong. They were playing the wrong song that I wanted to walk down the aisle to.
No.
And like there was nothing I could do about it because I was back there with my dad and it was going to be a scene if I like run out, change them.
Right. What are you going to do? Right.
And I just was sitting there. And I had to just like let go and like, okay, it is what it is. And like a million other things happened. And it was such a lesson for me where I realized it was stuff that I thought was important, but it wasn't. No one remembers any of that. No one even knew. It was only me. It's like we remember the joyfulness and the beautiful memories. And I think that in the first movie, especially, we really see Avery journey through that, letting go of the expectation and just really learning to be in the moment more.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. Good. Yeah. I think your guys' characters give Emma the advice that I would give Emma when they're all sitting around and Avery's character is saying, maybe have you changed anything on your 5-year plan since you got married? Yeah. Emma's very attached to a linear way of like, this is what I'm going to do. And this is the steps, right? The goal setting. And when you do that, you don't allow yourself to evolve entirely. Right. And so allowing herself, I would just tell her to like allow herself to be in the present moment more. And I think so many of us can use that. Hold on. Is this thing that I wanted last week actually true for me now? Is this what I really want now? Right. I think the whole point of life is to evolve. So that's the advice I would give her, to allow herself to evolve.
Love it.
So I thought it was so amazing really getting to know you girls on the last 3 movies and count you among my closest friends. And then the surprise of like, we get to do it all over again, also in Greece. Like, this has been such a gift. So from the entire sixology, what's your favorite memory?
Oh man, mine are definitely when we're after work, hanging out, just talking about being a mom, talking about our kids, sharing videos, just connecting with you as women and mothers, and just some of the beautiful conversations we shared.
I remember in particular, I can't remember whose wedding it is. It must have been mine, and Victor's. Sorry, but we all have to wear these like really beautiful dresses, and I was in a wedding dress, but like we're all in fancy dresses. So during the lunch break, we basically all take our dresses off so that you don't spill on them, but also because you need a break from the Spanx and the structure of the dress. So we ended up in a hotel room on lunch break in bathrobes, and like we all shared the bed, and we were just all, to your point, Lacey, like cuddled up in a bed in bathrobes, like eating food. Like, and then one thing that's weird about actors is that we all eat so fast, so we were all just like scarfing our food in bathrobes, so cozy in the bed. It was really like just a perfect fun memory.
Yes, I love it.
I think I really liked on this last one, the Little Crepery, which is like the only open restaurant in Lindos on Greece. Like everything's closed for the winter except for this one guy, Victor. I remember his name, his little crepe shop. And he had like 3 ingredients to put in the crepes. Great name. They were all fantastic. He was fantastic. And it's like just the locals coming in and all of us at this table in this little town, and the beautiful care that he took of us, and us just having this moment in a place that we would have never otherwise all been together. It was just magic.
And we went back like 3 times. Yeah. Okay. He was psyched to be open because we came back and he made the most of those crepes.
Only 3. I must have been there like 7 times. I think I went a couple times in one day.
Yeah, he was great. All right, Victor, what's your favorite behind the scenes memory?
I like Ron Oliver, Allie, Alex, Nick. Everybody was so fun to work with and so funny. And when we had the wedding scene, everybody was cracking jokes and we were having such a great time. All of us just being together and making the most of the day and the time in this beautiful location and having the best conversations. And I think I just remember laughing with everybody so much. And I just thank all of you for being so like lighthearted and fun and easygoing and awesome. And it really made the experience a very memorable one.
Yeah, for me too.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Hey. Okay, so to wrap this up, we have a rapid fire game of most likely to.
What do we do on this? Do we raise our hand if it's us, or do we point at somebody, or do we call out people's names?
I think the pointing is going to be too hard over Zoom, so you could just talk over each other, yourselves. Okay. I think it'll be fine. So we're going to each say who is most likely to, and I'm going to read things. Okay, who is most likely to jump on a plane to support a friend?
All of you.
Yeah. Victor.
I don't see anybody not doing that.
Except for that, I sort of thought the first time you said it, I thought you said jump out of a plane, and that's definitely Victor.
If a friend went out of the plane and they needed a parachute, I would jump out after them.
Yeah, sure. There's no doubt.
Okay, everybody.
Yes.
Who is most likely to take an art class?
Autumn.
Yeah.
Who is most likely to cook a meal at home?
Allie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think so too.
Who is most likely to host a dinner at a restaurant?
Lacey?
Yeah.
The hostess with the mostest, of course.
Who is most likely to travel abroad? Victor.
Autumn. Victor, yeah, you're
Autumn.
Yeah, doing it.
We're gonna share a backpack.
Everyone
Sold. Who is most likely to stick to a New Year's resolution?
Not me.
Allie?
Victor, I think it's Victor too.
Yeah, you're very disciplined.
You get all
I did have to say, you were doing your cold dips in the sea at dark at 5 a.m. in the morning, and it was half frozen. So,
and then in Bulgaria, he commented that the showers were even colder than the ocean or the sea was, and he was still doing it like a crazy person.
Good for you, and no thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
And the last one, who is most likely to cuddle up for a movie night? Everybody. Who doesn't love that?
Who doesn't love that?
Yeah. 100%.
I'm gonna have to agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're picking everyone, and that's
yes, everyone. That is the correct answer.
That is the correct answer. Thank you. And thank you guys at home so much for joining us. We cannot wait for you to watch the premiere of the last movie in the Wedding Veil saga. So tune in for the Wedding Veil Journey, part of New Year, New Movies on Saturday, January 21st at 8/7 Central, only on Hallmark Channel. And you can tweet along while you watch using hashtag The Wedding Veil.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, ladies, so much for being so awesome.
Rest,
I really
Victor.
appreciate it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Victor.
I know. I'm gonna go. I'm tired, and I'm very excited to do this. And now I get to go to sleep.
Okay.
And thank you to all our fans. This has been such a journey and such a blessing. So thank you.
Thank you for coming along
so grateful.
with us and just being so supportive and amazing. And we love you.
Yes, very much.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.